in that cycle, if you spent the money and then you looking around and then Al look out for you, that person is Al Heyman. You see what I'm saying? So you're going to stay loyal to Al Heyman because he keep looking out for you when you burn the money down before you go fight again. You know what I'm saying? So even they got this thing where they're prone to commitment. Somebody beat him, that's who he is.
You think he should step back in the ring?
I think he got to right now because the money gone.
So the money's really gone?
Yeah. That's what you think. It's fight, get the money, spend the money, fight.
All that money.
It's been 2 years.
So is it just his overhead is so high on a day-to-day, month-to-month? Like
I don't even want to talk about it. Like within lifestyle, that money's gone, trust me. Now it's like you call him, he'll be at your local hosting in a nightclub because you need that action.
50 Cent has once again taken aim at one of his usual targets, but this time, he's not just throwing jabs online. He's making serious claims and naming individuals and boxers who, according to him, were used by Floyd Mayweather to accumulate wealth through questionable means. With ongoing rumors about Mayweather's financial troubles, fraud accusations, and possible bankruptcy, the rapper is now pointing federal investigators toward Mayweather's boxing career, calling for deeper scrutiny into his matches and how the earnings were managed afterward.
Business venture that you may have missed out on that people don't know that you'd be like, damn, I could have got that.
I could have did it a cannabis company out here in Vegas. It was big. It's a big company. And then I passed on the can because I was investing in spirits.
Right.
You can't do both at the same time. Like, so I was like, nah. I just chose to do that. Because I had so much success with the spirits. Like I was in.
50 Cent alleged that Mayweather has been avoiding fights in the U.S. because he owes money to several prominent venues including T-Mobile Arena, MGM Grand, and the Barclays Center. Despite the debts, venue owners were reportedly lenient due to the revenue Floyd helped them generate. Recalling how he lost $2 million in an investment with Mayweather Promotions while Floyd was incarcerated, 50 Cent went on to claim that Mayweather, Leonard Ellerb, and their legal team regularly misled other fighters during contract negotiations.
Yeah.
This looked like a friendship that was gonna last a lifetime. What the hell happened between 50 Cent and Floyd Mayweather?
Well, he changed his mind.
Now, what do you mean he changed his mind?
Like, as he was actually going in.
He described Mayweather Promotions as the biggest Ponzi scheme he's encountered, accusing the group of deceiving rivals, business partners, including himself and the athletes signed under the label. 50 Cent stated that Floyd used the promotion not as a legitimate platform, but as a vehicle to extract money and maintain a lavish, exaggerated lifestyle. He argued that the organization was built on misinformation and manipulated documents to withhold earnings from fighters.
To jail, he asked me to help him with Mayweather Promotions.
Right.
Then as he actually got in and I took a look, I realized there is no Mayweather Promotions. There's no LLC, there's no seal.
According to 50 Cent, Floyd was dishonest about the earnings from matches, often collaborating with lawyers to reduce reported purse amounts and underpay fighters. He claimed that all of Floyd's opponents deserve legal recourse as they were routinely shortchanged. These figures, he said, were intentionally lowered so Floyd could retain a larger portion for himself, giving fighters minimal compensation. One former Mayweather Promotions boxer also reportedly confirmed being paid just a few $1,000s after bouts.
It just, once you get around someone, you be looking up to these people so bad, and like once you get around, they don't be who they say they is or who they portray to be. You be like, damn, I was 21 at the time, and I haven't fought in like 7 or 8 months. He was like, you gotta fight this fighter, which is Joseph Pedraza. You don't fight him, you're not fighting. You're sitting on the show. So I had to fight him. I got evicted. I had to sell my drawers. They were saying I was messing with his daughter off of the fact that she kept Snapchat. So they sent it to Floyd, and Floyd brought it up. He would say that he gave me like money to get my mom out the hood.
These incidents allegedly involved Leonard Ellerb as well, which 50 Cent suggested was a key reason he and Floyd eventually parted ways because the profits from exploiting fighters were no longer as substantial as they once were.
Based on that, even though they got the fight in itself give them an appetite for a lot of women.
Right.
But they still commit to someone because they want someone to be with them when they're on their lowest points.
You still watch boxing?
Yeah.
Who's your favorite fighter right now?
Right now, I'm working with Bud, man. I'm rocking.
50 Cent stated that once the boxing community recognizes Floyd for who he truly is, he'll no longer be part of the greatest of all-time conversations. Once close friends, their relationship soured over financial disagreements related to a joint promotion deal. On Power 106 Radio, 50 Cent shared that he and Mayweather had a public falling out on Twitter, one he insists was genuine. He said Floyd promised to invest $2 million into TMT Promotions, but withdrew the offer as he prepared for a jail sentence. Floyd had then asked 50 to assist with running Mayweather Promotions.
You had a boxing promotion company once.
Yeah.
What happened with the boxing promotion company?
That really happened, Ken, because of my relationship with Floyd. You know what I mean? I didn't have interest in being a promoter, like, out the gate. It was just, he was doing Mayweather Promotions at the time. And then he had to do 90 days. He was going to jail. And he had fighters. He had Marcus Gamboa. He had guys that was just lingering.
Once Floyd was incarcerated, 50 Cent reviewed the company and discovered there was no formal business, no LLC, no legal filings, nothing. Technically, Floyd was still a Golden Boy fighter, appearing on their events, while Golden Boy handled all logistics. According to 50, when Floyd asked him to take over Mayweather Promotions, he realized the company didn't exist in any real form. So, he created TMT Promotions from scratch, formally registering the company and signing actual fighters. This included negotiating the release of Yuriorkis Gamboa from Top Rank for $1.2 million and bringing in talents like Andre Durrell, IBF champion Billy Dibb, and WBA champion Celestino Caballero.
Lingering, I'm like, champ, if they're gonna leave. You go to jail, they're just gonna leave. Like,
right.
And he had been giving them 50,000 and 50,000 and 50,000. He had already gave Gamboa about 300,000 to chill on the side. And then we ended up, when he did go in,
50 Cent stated that he brought the fighters on board while Floyd was serving time. But once Floyd was released, the focus shifted to spending buying $300,000 chains, a new Lamborghini, and other luxuries. Meanwhile, 50 was left wondering, when are you going to pay me back? However, he hesitated to confront Floyd immediately since he had just gotten out of prison. When he eventually raised the issue, Floyd denied any agreement, saying, "I didn't tell you to do that." 50 Cent also expressed doubt about Al Haymon, Mayweather's advisor. He pointed out that with a Harvard-educated advisor, Floyd should have proper financial management in place, such as accountants or firms like Merrill Lynch or Goldman Sachs handling his wealth. But according to 50, none of that was set up.
I ended up picking up all the fighters.
Right.
And so Yuriorkis Gamboa, I had James Kirkland, Andre Durrell, Billy Dibb, he was the IBF champion at that point, and then a few other guys, younger guys that
50 Cent still believes he has a future in boxing. "I'm around the sport and I enjoy it. I've loved it even before meeting Floyd," he said. For him, it remains a passion and he believes he can bring new ideas to the table. Floyd Mayweather, once crowned the richest boxer in history, lived a lavish lifestyle, yachts, private jets, luxury fashion. He had it all. But that image might be fading. Boxing insider Rick Glazer recently revealed information that could be more damaging than any punch Mayweather ever threw. His financial empire may not be as stable as once thought, and 50 Cent claims he saw it all coming long ago.
F and Vodka was at like 43,000 cases. I took it to 216,000 cases in 16 months.
And to the audience that doesn't know,
Yeah.
what's that equivalent to in money-wise?
Oh, shit.
43,000 cases, 216,000 cases. What's that equivalent?
It was like, before we parted ways, they gave me 20 million.
Right.
Right, but and it was that company, and it was on the same model that Puff's deal was with Diageo. So like they made that.
Rewind to October, when The Real Deal reported that Floyd invested a staggering $42 million into 60 properties across New York City, totaling around 1,000 affordable housing units. On the surface, that seemed like a solid power move. But then came a confusing twist. During an appearance on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, Floyd casually said, "I don't know the exact number I own right now, maybe upwards of 100 buildings. I think 99% are in New York City." That's when doubts started surfacing. 50 Cent former friend turned outspoken critic quickly jumped in. He mocked Floyd's unclear statement with a harsh Instagram roast. "Oh my God, I should say Lol Champ is the richest special ed student, Elmo." But he didn't stop there. 50 went further, questioning whether Floyd even knows what he owns and suggesting that others may be mismanaging his finances. I think Champ thinks he owns these buildings. They're taking his money. He just said he lives in NY. They'll come for 58% of any income. Then 50 Cent took another swipe. He posted a meme of Floyd as Pinocchio, complete with a long nose. The caption read, "Over 100 buildings and 99% in New York. Lol, that's cap, Champ. We should really get out of here. Elmo, green light gang, let's work." The tension between the two has lasted for years, and judging by this latest exchange, the rivalry is far from over. Neither seems ready to step back anytime soon.
Mayweather.
And it was
You know what
like,
happens is because, look, we've been friends since 02. He had flew to Puerto Rico to be at Mixed Power Summit before my music even took off in 03.
oh wow.
So me and Floyd is like even when I fight with him, I don't hate him. That's my boy. Still.
Yeah.
I still like.
That said, 50 Cent's claims remain unverified for now. Floyd Mayweather has been involved in multiple disputes with hip-hop figures over the years, but none have lasted as long as his ongoing feud with G-Unit's leader, 50 Cent. According to 50, their conflict started in 2012 when Mayweather approached him with a proposal to support Mayweather Promotions before going to jail at the Clark County Detention Center in Las Vegas, Nevada. However, 50 discovered that the company didn't really exist. As a result, he launched the money team later known as SMS Promotions, using his own money to sign fighters such as Yuriorkis Gamboa and Andre Durrell.
He's like my brother. We just don't get along because I don't need him for nothing. He don't need me for nothing. So every now and then he goes, and then he goes, "Yo, what's up, Five? What you doing?" Nothing, everything good.
All right, good.
And we go back to everything being cool, but he act funny in between time.
He is the greatest ever, though.
No, absolutely. You ever heard me make reference to him and not call him Champ?
No.
After Mayweather was released from Clark County Detention Center, 50 Cent claims Floyd denied ever asking for his involvement in the promotional venture and refused to reimburse the rapper for the significant investment, allegedly worth millions, that had been put into the business. Since then, 50 has taken repeated shots at his former friend, while Mayweather has maintained a more dismissive stance on the conflict. "I think 50 Cent is a great guy," Floyd once said. "You can't be friends one day and not the next. Real friends go through highs and lows. I can't call someone my friend in November and hate him in December. A lot of times things get miscommunicated and the media plays a big role. Hopefully his music gets back on top, and I wish him well in boxing."
Said that 50 Cent knocked Mayweather out.
No, I didn't knock Floyd out. I should have knocked Floyd out. It's kind of hard to hit Champ. Even when he's standing right in front of you, start moving and with the shoulder block and everything, so it get hard to hit Champ.
It seems the feelings aren't mutual. Following Mayweather's comments, 50 continued to take public digs at the boxer. One notable post mocked Floyd for allegedly losing his former girlfriend to Steedy Lewis rapper Nelly. Even before that, 50 had used social media to criticize Floyd, though this particular round of jabs seemed more restrained. The Grammy-winning artist has been consistently throwing subtle shots ever since speculation began regarding Mayweather's finances, including talk of potential bankruptcy. Despite their personal issues, 50 combined sarcasm and sentiment in a familiar Instagram post.
They'll mirror that.
Right.
So this why I was like, no more puffy juice. And not because we had no specific beef, Ken, but we had competing products at that point. So if my corner is over here, your corner is over there, I got to make my corner feel cooler.
Right.
And he wasn't producing any new music or anything new that would make him cooler at that point. So it's like I just stay active and keep putting it out there. You know what I mean? And they but look, those things, it worked. You know, it worked during the period.
The Grand Rapids native and Olympic bronze medalist officially retired in 2017 and soon shifted into a series of exhibition fights, all while developing a strong interest in real estate. As the world's wealthiest boxer, Mayweather began crafting a business-focused post-boxing life. Recently, his real estate investments have made headlines. So, why are there rumors of bankruptcy now? It's partly an old narrative resurfacing, but the renewed buzz has sparked a fresh wave of speculation and, of course, public commentary. 50 Cent posted, "Damn, they're talking bad about Champ. Even though we're beefing, he's still my brother." But the sentiment didn't stop there. In a follow-up, 50 implied that, unlike others around Floyd, he never depended on him financially.
That is there, but they did get funny after I owned the companies.
Right.
So it's cool to work for them.
When you work for them, but when
As soon as you start
different.
not working for them, shit get a little different. And this is when, like, don't think that the stuff that you see from Puffy is not.
50 suggested that Mayweather surrounds himself with people who rely on him emotionally or financially. The rapper said, "We're not getting along because I don't need him. He's used to people being dependent on him." Many thought Floyd left the boxing ring for good in 2017, retiring with an undefeated 50-0 record. Yet, 8 years later, his name and legacy continue to spark debate in boxing circles. Though he's now enjoying retirement, living lavishly, and building a real estate empire in New York, his past in the ring continues to follow him, and now, a key moment from 2011 has returned to stir controversy once again.
You see what I'm saying? He fights on every Golden Boy card. They do all the footwork on
like the
every show.
negotiations and the imprint, the paperwork.
They
like,
built the whole show. So when he says helping with Mayweather promotions, and it's not.
These types of claims tend to frustrate Floyd Mayweather JRB, who frequently showcases his wealth and enjoys proving his financial status to the public. Known both for his undefeated boxing record and flashy lifestyle, Mayweather has built a significant fortune over the years. As of 2025, his wealth reflects not just his boxing earnings, but also his business ventures and investments in real estate. In this segment, we'll take a closer look at what contributes to the former world champion's fortune, including his income, assets, and more.
So, Floyd, man, like, you got everything. You got the skyscrapers, you got the cars, you got the houses, you got... What's next?
What I'm working on now, I don't really want for nothing. I don't really want for nothing. I mean, it's crazy that, when people say, when you post something.
Estimates of Mayweather's net worth in 2025 differ depending on the source. Sports Illustrated places his net worth at around $500 million, while Coin Paper reports a figure closer to $1.2 billion. This wide range highlights how difficult it can be to precisely evaluate the finances of high-profile figures with multiple income streams. A balanced estimate would put his net worth somewhere in between around $750 million. Over the years, Mayweather has landed various endorsement deals that added to his earnings. For instance, in his 2015 fight with Manny Pacquiao, he showcased sponsors like Hublet, Burger King, and FanDuel, with Burger King reportedly paying $1 million. Similarly, for his 2017 fight against Conor McGregor, the sponsorship rate was set at $10 million, reflecting both the event's magnitude and Mayweather's promotional value.
You had the label, right? Did you ever think about getting the music again, like helping some artists?
Well, I've been working, a lot of tours, a lot of huge tours.
Oh, okay.
For years. You guys never seen my name on a lot of tours, but I was behind a lot of major tours that was done. A lot of major artists.
That's where Al Heyman came from, right?
Exactly.
The Budweiser Superfest.
Yeah.
Outside the ring, Mayweather has strategically diversified his investments, especially in real estate. In 2025, he reportedly acquired 62 multifamily buildings in Upper Manhattan for $42 million, adding over 1,000 residential units to his portfolio. This move aligns with his approach of investing in revenue-generating properties. Mayweather's taste for luxury is also clear in how he spends. For example, he threw a birthday celebration in Miami that reportedly cost over $5 million. His luxury car collection continues to grow, with recent purchases totaling around $5 million and including elite models like Bugatti. Still, despite his extravagant lifestyle, recent headlines have raised allegations of bankruptcy and financial misconduct. What's your take on the ongoing tension between Floyd Mayweather and 50 Cent? Do you believe 50 Cent's online criticisms of Floyd are justified? What's your opinion on his claims regarding Mayweather JRB and Mayweather promotions? And do you think these financial controversies will ever come to an end? Share your thoughts in the comments below.